you are paying your landlord's mortgage. Do you know?
Yeah,
Because
pretty
many
much.
of them are on mortgage.
Yeah.
So when you pay £600 for house rent, your landlord is paying £300 or £250 for his mortgage.
I'm making a profit.
I'm making more profit every. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Long time no video. It's your own girl Bukola. Bukola. To my whole subscribers, thank you for coming back, and to the new ones, you're welcome. Before you go too far, please click on that subscribe button, because that is how you're going to help this community. And today I am here with Hall.
Hi.
I know a lot of my audience are students, and some students that just finished school, that are doing post-study or already working, and a lot of you are already saying, is this how we are going to continue paying house rent? How do we do mortgage? How do we build credit score? How do we go about these steps? We don't even know the steps to take. So I brought a lawyer and somebody that has been in the system for a long time to us, to gist us and give us the right step to take. You know, because I don't give you a phone now, I bring the real gist, like real. So nice having you here, Dupe. Can we know you?
So, hello everybody. My name is Dupe. Still working on the pronunciation, but you know. So I'm a lawyer / entrepreneur / property sourcer, property person, you know. Yeah, that's me.
I used to call her Gogolowo because she do everything. Like she has idea of everything. She's one of my big people here in all that. No, respect. Let's start with how do we build credit score, especially for students and student dependent. I know many people are actually landlord from Nigeria before they came in, but immediately they got here, they don't even know how to balance or how to even settle down. How do you go about building your credit score?
Okay, so the easiest way to build your credit rating is you need to make sure that, first of all, you're registered on the voters register. When you move into your house, make sure that you do register with your local council. You can do things like take phone contracts, you can get a credit card, as long as you pay the full amount each month. So make sure that your phone contracts you pay each month. You know, clear your bills, make sure you don't have any defaults, any late payments. That's a very, very good way of building your credit. If you get a credit card, the fact that you pay back every single month the full amount shows that you're credit worthy, you know.
Yeah.
So lenders see that if you borrow money, you pay it back. That's very, very simple. Another thing you need to make sure is that all your addresses are consistent. So everything is registered. Everything you register is linked together. So if you register your university address, make sure it's linked to your phone contract, make sure it's linked to the voters register. Your credit card has got the same address. Everything has to have the same address, because you don't want to look like you're in two places.
Okay, what if you moved houses?
So you change address.
Okay.
Always change your address everywhere you move to. Another thing you need to be wary of are the people that you live with. So if you live with somebody who has bad credit, that will also affect that will also affect your credit rating.
Like your spouse?
So your spouse, other people
that stays in the same house with you.
Yeah.
What if
so even if you have no
relation with them?
No. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, but the fact that you live in the same property,
Ooh.
once your name and your address comes up in the system, they also show in the system. So if they're doing dodgy things, if they're fraudulent, if they're doing things that are flagged up in the system, that can affect
you.
Yeah.
Okay, that means if you are staying in the same house with flat numbers differently, it can affect you.
So if you're staying in like a 5-bedroom house and you've each got different rooms.
Oh, like students sharing apartments.
Yeah. So you just need to be wary of the people that you live with. Because
you can't control that.
You can't control it, but the address shows up on the system.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you, for example, Google your name, it may show other people who live in the same address. That's what, you know, people see that. Excuse me. So those are the easiest ways to build up credit.
Okay, because a lot of people have asked me, how did they even get credit card? I think that is easy. You can just check. There's so many apps, so many of the apps that you can check through. I use Credit Karma to get the ones that I can actually use, and that was how I got my own credit card. I think I have two. So you can actually get those having more than one credit card affect.
If you have a credit limit of over £1,000, that's better for you, because it shows that lenders are willing to give you more than less. And the more you spend, the more you pay back, the more your credit increases. Yeah. So it can be as simple as just buying petrol, £30 in a month, and paying that £30 back. It's as simple as that. It can be as simple as, if you get a phone contract, it's as simple as putting your phone contracts. Well, I wouldn't say put your phone contracts, because your phone contract has to be on a direct debit. But things like maybe grocery shopping, just use it once a month, pay it off in full when the direct debit is due. So that there are no late payments, there are no defaults, nothing. So
because I saw that when I was trying to get my credit card, there was a text. I got one of the reports that made my credit score reduce was Yorkshire Water. I defaulted 1 month, and I saw that this system that we have is a system that have everything on data, on recorded. Anything you put your name, you immediately put your address. They have everything about you. So be careful, guys. Thank you.
They're watching.
How do we get this mortgage? I know a lot of students want to get houses. They feel like, okay, let's try and see how to, because the system we are is built on mortgage. It's built on you collect credits and pay back. So how do we do this? Can students collect the mortgage? And if student cannot collect, can their dependent collect? Or what's the time frame to how many years must you have stayed to get mortgage?
If you want to get a mortgage in the UK, lenders like to see that you have about 2 years left on your visa. So for students, it's difficult because obviously they want to see that you're in a permanent job. So it's more likely that the dependents would be the one to apply.
Because dependents are already working full-time.
So full-time, permanent job. They want to see that you're responsible, so you're in a stable job.
Thank you, Dupe. I think I'm learning too. I don't know a lot of these things, seriously. I've been here for 1 year and I seriously don't know. Okay, so another question I would like to ask is there a particular salary range that you should be having before you'll be thinking of getting a mortgage?
Not necessarily. So a lot of lenders will look at lending you 4 to 5 times your salary.
Okay.
So that's basically what they look at to ensure that you can pay back whatever it is that they're lending you, and that you can actually afford the house that you're buying. So obviously, if you're earning £20,000 per year, they're not going to give you a mortgage for £200,000. So they'll look at those things. They'll look at your credit score,
how feasible you can pay back.
Exactly. 3 to 6 months worth of pay slips. Most likely 6 months, depending obviously on the bank and your application. It's always advisable to have about 6 months worth of solid bank statements to apply for a mortgage. So they basically just want to see you as an all-round person and see what you're bringing to them. So as long as you basically meet the criteria, then you should be fine.
This brings me back to the other question, which says, can I actually say I have some naira and I want to bring it back down here to make purchase of houses myself without doing mortgage? That I have cash, not like cash. I have money in the bank and I want to purchase this house. Can I purchase it as a student, as a dependent of a student? I know students might not be able to do that, but as a dependent that you are working full time and you make some money while you are back home, or you have your money,
as a cash buyer?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So if you're a cash buyer, you can purchase a property. Obviously, the criteria is completely different. You're not applying for a mortgage. You're not looking for the bank to lend you any money. There's none of that. So as long as you can prove where you got your money from,
like money laundering is not involved.
Yes. Okay. So as long as your money is legit and you comply with all the regulations and everything, then that's perfectly fine. So obviously we walk you through the process and we sort everything out for you. So
okay, yeah. So you can actually reach out to Dupe. I will drop her contact in case you need services. You can actually reach out to Dupe. She will see you. She will put you through, because everybody won't buy a house. They said I won't buy a house.
you've been coming to me, you know.
I see. I need to buy a house. That is why I'm clinching with somebody like this. Money. It's not like there's money, or you should not look at me like, Mr. Still. But definitely,
Yeah.
God will do it. God that brought us to this level, He will do it. So that question is being answered, because I know a lot of people used to ask such questions. Thank you, Dupe.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
I really appreciate it. Is there any other advice that you think you would like to give for anybody that wants to go into the property, or that want to buy? Some people just want to buy and resell. Some people also want to buy and use this for rentage. Do you have advice for incoming or startup people?
It depends on what you want, basically. It depends how much money you have. There are other ways to invest in property. There are other ways to get onto the property ladder. You may not have enough capital to buy a house, and there are other ways for you to do so. So I mean, in some of these processes, you don't actually even have to be involved. If you've got the money to invest, then we can sort that for you. Just stay on the straight and narrow, build up your credit rating. Just be careful of what you do, because
everything will be used against you.
Everything will be used against you.
Everything.
Yeah. So as long as you make sure that you come with clean hands, and everything is pretty straightforward. It takes about a couple of weeks. I say a couple of months, sorry, to finalize everything.
Okay, like when the bank has actually finalized everything for you, within that period to get the house, it's like how many months?
It depends on how quick the process is.
Okay.
Yeah. Because obviously we have to do all the legals, we have to do all the compliance and conveyancing, and money checks, just to check that the money that is coming in is clean and there's a trace. As long as there's a trace of where you got your money from, so it could be that you've sold property, you've sold land.
Does the money have to be in your account for so amount?
If you have, for example, bank statements, just go back. They may check it. It might not even be your bank statements here. They might check your bank statements, and as long as they can see the money trace, it doesn't have to be that you've had the money in your account for such a long time.
Okay.
But as long as they can see where the money's coming from. So if you've sold a house, you have the deeds and transfer communication. If you sold a car, proof that this is what you sold. Yeah. Okay. As long as you have all those things, then it's perfectly fine.
So what are you guys waiting for? All of you that have houses in Banana Island, come and invest in UK. No, seriously, it's a good one to invest in UK. So how God is gonna do it, but see this girl, I'll be a landlady's son. Seriously. I hope Dupe have answered a lot of your questions. So if you have any other questions to ask, you can drop it in the comment section, and maybe we might bring Dupe back. But definitely, if you want to reach her and get a service, reach out to me on Instagram, Bukola Italume. I'll get you a contact and you'll be able to reach her. So everybody must get mortgage in this country and build a house in this country. Yeah. You can be a landlord. Let them pay you too. You are paying your landlord's mortgage. Do you know?
Yeah,
because many of them are on mortgage.
Yeah.
So when you pay £600 for house rent, your landlord is paying £300 or £250 for his mortgage.
I'm making a profit.
I'm making more profits every month. We start staying there. Yeah. So guys, let's think, guys. Thank you guys for watching to this point. If not subscribed, click, subscribe. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. Bye. Peace.